So where we left off was being forced to go to a new area, the temple.
Yes. As remember, we were riding along in a cart, minding our own business, when this jackass showed up.
Yeah.
And he was revealed to be a jackass we're very familiar with.
Claudia already told us that Sextus is here to kill Octavianus.
Yeah, and it started getting a little bit gay.
Just the tiniest bit.
Like, this is a Baramanga waiting to happen.
I made the joke that these are the motorcycle twins from the Guinness Book of World Records.
Oh, yes, the fattest twins on record.
Yeah.
I am the pirate, Sextus.
What a reveal.
Pompeius. You
The only guy who dresses like Jack Sparrow.
die.
But with maybe a tenth of the charisma.
Just run through here.
I mean, I'm like, you can run. That's like the one thing you're good at. And you can't outrun these guys.
Yeah. So now I guess we have to engage in one-hit kill combat. They broke my crate. It was my one idea to attack them.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe that was like, I've not looked at the guide or anything, but the fact that there's a big barrel there and maybe a fire next to it, I was like, oh, okay, explosive barrel, torch, done.
Of course, we're not Agrippa, so we can't pick up the barrels, we can only kick them.
Man, no, I hurt my leggy.
Bad barrel. They broke that one. I'll go this way then.
With how easily he just explodes into pieces whenever he gets hit by anything, that barrel probably has a stronger tensile strength than any bone in his body.
Yep. Okay. You're right about the fire.
Okay.
We're meant to interact with it. Burn this tree down.
Start forest fire.
That was interesting. When he got hit with the fire, he got dazed for like a really long time.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he was actually catching fire or was just the model of the torch clipping through him.
He did something. Let's get a better look at it this time. As they try to cut me off at the pass. Hitting the barrel doesn't seem to work. Pushing the barrel down. They're in the wrong spot. But yeah, he gets drunk as soon as I hit him with a fire.
And then you start just pounding it weakly and ineffectively on his chest.
Yep. When I was editing the Let's Play, I put together a supercut of Octavianus deaths. So it was just, no!
That must be the most irritating noise anyone could willingly subject themselves to.
I only put like 4 in a row, but it was still rough.
Any more than that, you would have been holed up in front of the Hague.
Probably. We somehow maintained viewers through that choice.
Octavianus is made of the same stuff as Isaac Clarke. No, see, he can take the hits. It's just that his bones are really sturdy. It's just that his connective tissue is made of plasticine.
Yep.
Like, one wrong move and his arm will fly across the room.
That gave me an idea. Getting knocked off the cliff like that.
Trying to escape like that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Is there nothing you can, like, crawl under or anything?
What is this, a stealth game?
I mean, partly.
Whoa! Never seen that overhead swing. When's Agrippa gonna learn that?
We have no further need for Agrippa. We have advanced in technology.
Yep. gonna bring him upstairs. And, tempt them into no longer fighting me.
Look, I'll do a fire dance. It'll be really sexy. Think of those logs there just for show.
Probably. That was not a good way to test it.
Hmm.
Kicking around the barrels doesn't seem to do anything. Yeah, throwing torches is impossible because they're offhand weapons, which means they're not technically counted as weapons.
And because Octavianus can't throw anything.
That is also true. He can barely kick things.
He tries. He's got a good heart, but... No. Poor boy.
A barrel.
See, it would make sense if the barrels actually had something in them, like oil.
Yeah.
Get them to kick the oil, then set them on fire. Done. Yes, he can assault horses with apples. And he can also assault maids with rats.
That guy was on fire.
Huh.
Let's try that some more.
Maybe just hit them hard enough?
I think what happened was I dazed them like this. Oh, yeah, he was on fire right there.
Oh.
Maybe they'll get dazed longer and longer as I hit them more.
I'm surprised that the game is actually encouraging straight combat with Octavianus rather than, you know, this sort of Home Alone bullshit you've been pulling up till now.
Yeah, no kidding. It's about the last thing I expected.
If I was going to do something like this, I would be like, right, you have to go from here to here, do this, set up this trap here, and then lure them over until blah. Like, that makes sense for a combat section in a mostly stealth-focused game.
Kicking the barrels is basically useless as far as I can tell. Might be part of, like, setting something up later, but right now it doesn't seem to be necessary or even viable.
I'm just taking a look at the guide here to see what you're supposed to do.
I mean, clearly setting them on fire is the right choice, so I'm going to keep it that.
Yeah. Well, it says strike the one behind you with the torch one time to make him catch on fire.
Well, this is the guide being like, do exactly the thing that I did, even though I lucked out. The way you're going to luck out eventually.
Yeah, notice that he says the one behind you, and it's like, okay, which one is that? That's
completely random, yeah.
Yeah. No, you know, the one with the bandana, which would make sense.
Yeah. This is frankly one of the worst guides we've ever had to use.
Yeah, it's good for the very broad basics. But the majority of it is just follow the simple 37-step plan for victory. It's like, I've seen people, explain pyramid schemes more concisely.
Whoa! He threw his, head off a cliff. Yeah. Now he's running around on fire.
It's not funny, my ass is on fire. Bit of Mr. Bungle for the kids there.
Yep. They love it. Clearly Mike Patton's most popular work. Throw your shit.
Bye.
And now, dump your ass in the river. So this was still Home Alone slapstick bullshit. Of course. Even though it was real combat.
I just find it funny, like, the one time he actually has to fight someone, it's really just scaring them away.
Yep.
Okay, so he can't survive being hit with a shield, but a full force kick to the sternum and he's okay. My suspicion and disbelief can only go so high.
Stop this, dear brother. Please do not be foolish.
Brother?
If you kill him and cause chaos in Rome...
Oh, right, yeah, we've only just really learned that with Agrippa, haven't we?
What you want.
I would do anything for you.
I guess
you
so.
You cannot stop me now.
Octavianus has only met Claudio once.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, we've made all the jokes about this just basically being discount Casca.
Yep. Okay.
And suddenly we wind up 3 miles down the road.
It's true. All we had to do was prove those guys were liars, and their pants burst into flames. And now we've won. Coin.
Probably
We have been to
same
the temple.
tactic also works with climate change deniers. Fun fact.
Yep. They burst into flames because no one listens to you, and climate change gets so bad. Everything bursts into flames.
You just combust.
Yeah.
Also, if this place isn't a boss fight arena at some point, I'm going to be amazed.
Seriously. No, not Marcus Brutus.
Ah, no, someone else has come down with a bad case of the stabby stabs.
Now there's but one Brutus.
And his name is Brutus Danzig.
Please say et tu, Brute.
Traitor! You deserve to suffer slowly until you die.
Where'd you get a gold dagger from? We've never had one of those in the game.
He's just showing off. Although the Grand Scimitars do have sort of like a gold bronze edge to them.
All the power weapons are gilded.
Yeah.
So maybe there's a power dagger somewhere. I don't know why there would be.
You have reached.
You stab the, you go to stab them and you just power straight through them like a fucking drill.
Yes.
I can't believe it, but Octavianus is now just realizing the shocking truth that Decius is the other Brutus. We read the pamphlet that said Decius' last name is Brutus.
Created the conspirators.
More than that, the blatantly evil guy who is the size of a building.
Yeah.
Myself.
Like a good subversion of who the other Brutus
I will go and get
was going to be would have been if it were like Sextus, but this game is not that deep
It
or
cannot
nuanced.
happen.
So
Yeah.
there had to be one evil guy in the entire game, and he does all the evil.
Yeah, if it had turned out he was like, yes, my name is Sextus, but I was born Julius Brutus Britannicus or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, that's actually a pretty clever twist.
Yeah, I mean, given that there's only like 3 characters that had to be either Sextus or Decius, or Octavianus somehow.
Yeah, one of the few cases when,
Bastard
you know,
son. And
maybe
everybody
adding an
knew it.
extra character to mess things up.
He never once offered me
Yeah, some kind of red herring.
kind word.
Marcus Brutus was the red herring, and he sucked at it. He was just a drunk whoremonger.
And that is the true
I don't
reason
care, I'm gonna
I
get some
stand
wine and
this.
bang some whores. Leave me alone. Yes, clearly he's the mastermind for this entire plot, what with him stumbling around drunk with a woman on each arm.
I just wanted my daddy to love me.
All the best senators have daddy issues.
Marcus.
Yep.
The
As
smartest
another-
plan, leave the guy alive in case of witnesses. Yeah, every time we stumbled across someone who's just been stabbed or murdered with
Macinus.
Octavianus,
I have just found
Octavianus
the
is like,
evidence to prove
here,
that
let me
Sextus
put my
is
hands all over the
I ask that
body.
he be released immediately.
Like, leaving him alive, leaving anyone... leaving him in the presence of
Arrest
any
him.
corpse is the smartest thing you can do because he will be the most blatantly guilty person
What's
in
happening?
existence.
Yeah. Like, this is long overdue. They should have arrested him after
Oh,
the
yeah.
murder of
Continuing with your
fucking Cicero.
ruining the upcoming
Yeah.
games.
When he
Can
was
we?
literally found with a bloody sword in his hands, stuck
Yep.
in the body of a dead man.
Macinus! Macinus!
And Octavianus still doesn't get it that he's being set up. Literally the dumbest protagonist I've ever seen in any video game, and that is saying
Just-
so much.
Just the densest motherfucker this side of an RPG.
Unbelievable.
I have seen, like, I've played a lot of old RPGs, PS1 and SNES era in particular. The main characters of those are not clever.
Yep.
He outdoes them.
Literally no common sense whatsoever.
It's like He's a Hardy Boys character who finds himself in the world of Red Dragon. He's like, I'm going to go on a fun adventure with finding out who's stabbing all these senators. Oh, hello, Buffalo Bill.
Yep.
What's this basket you're talking about?
It's another siege mission. Gotta break into a place, kill its leader.
Thankfully, this one at least should be more interesting because the arena is bigger. It was the last one we did was kind of cramped.
Oh, well, let's find out. We'll crack it eventually, but these levels are getting much more difficult and much longer. The last video I couldn't edit under like an hour and a half, no matter what I did.
Yeah.
Because the levels, there were 4 of them, and they were all like 10 minutes long, so...
Yeah.
Had to be that way. Even the first guy's being a real pain in the ass. There's gonna be like 10 of these things.
Yeah. With his armor and that, it kind of reminds me of one of the guys from Golden Axe. The bald guys with the shoulder armor and circlets.
Okay, he's gone berserk. He lost his toy. There. Stay down.
I know there's like 3 hammers and a couple of knives in the arena, but we're up to the base. Okay, if you think that's what's best.
There we finally go. Just ignore the sniper. And go for the doors.
Counter snipe.
Yeah, exactly. That unleashed something. But I don't care. Take it down the other doors. Actually, that door doesn't need to be blasted down, so we'll go for you.
Eeny, meeny, miny, you.
Yep. He gave me a bad vibe. Oh, I can break that down. But I already broke this down. Spearman. So annoying that I grab a rock. Get him. Like that. Unfortunately, everyone else got me in the execution of that plan. There. Now no one can get me.
Hey, super.
Yep. Let's get this guy behind a wall. And attack through the wall, why not? It's a PS2 game, I can do that.
All right.
Come on, you cowards.
I can't say too much. I was doing the spin to win all the time in Bloodborne and Elden Ring, so...
Yeah. You do what you can when a game is this hard.
If the game's not going to show me any mercy, I'm going to give it the same courtesy.
Exactly.
Man, there's a lot of archers in this stage.
There really are. Using dust from on top of a platform. Nice thing about archers is they can shoot one another. You line them up just right.
They're really the only weapons that have friendly fire, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll have these. Both of them. And a rose. Great.
For a second there, I thought you were going to pick up 2 bows and arrows, and I was like, I don't even know how that's going to work. Other than friggin' awesomely.
Seriously. Wish I had. Oh, blasted him right off the edge for no salvos.
Huh. never seen a bow and arrow do that so far, have we?
Yeah, not really. Let's try it again. Go off the edge. I should probably get a weapon here. Big guy's all I have to kill. Okay, we know you can't snipe from close quarters. Ah, give me that. Really was hoping he'd go over the edge.
This guy is not for being thrown.
Yeah, like, none of the AI is fucking around at this point. We are at the last chapter of the game. They're not pulling any punches. They are.
Big Aerosmith fan.
Yep.
Living on the edge.
There we go. I was wondering what that reference was. It was funny just mentioning Aerosmith.
I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm just going to smile and nod.
Teed him off. To no effect.
Is that the first time we've seen that on one of the bigger guys who's not knocked down?
I think so, yeah. There's a key over there. I'm probably gonna need that.
Remember the cinematic for the big guys?
Yeah, it was clearly busted because he was supposed to be lying on the ground, but he certainly wasn't.
Could be worse. This is a PS2 game. He could have been gently floating 5 foot in the air.
True. I want to suplex this guy. There, throw a rock at your friend. I'm gonna head over here. Maybe grab some delicious bread. Yep, grab the bread and not the meat.
That's the worst way to make a sandwich.
Yep.
I'm saying it's not impossible. It's just kind of weird.
Wonder if there's a salvo called like connoisseur for eating all the types of food in a single level.
I think you've probably done that a few times by now.
Probably, yeah. If there was, I'd know.
I mean, there are ones that we've seen for, doing every kind of X or Y in one sitting, or doing multiple X and Y in one sitting. Like, there's one, I think there's one called, like, Carnivore or something, if you eat 3 full meats in a stage.
Yeah, just shitloads of meat.
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't think... I mean, you can only pick up one type of food at a time, can't you? Like,
yep.
Only ever one cheese and one ham.
That is the case. But you're dead too.
But the one for eating multiple cheeses should really just be called Pontius Pilate.
You get off of this goddamn thing.
Jesus.
The big guy didn't die.
Well, just wait till he comes back up again and you can help him to the ground.
Yeah. Or I can be helped to the ground myself. Look at this guy. I feel bad for him.
The hard way or the easy way?
There we finally go. Everyone had so much HP.
Except for you and him.
Yeah. I mean, him finally.
You two were just like, please let me die.
Yeah.
I don't want to live anymore. So I think this next one is one of the hardest in the game, if it's what I'm thinking of.
95,000 points for a gold, so that's ridiculously high.
Okay, no, it must be the next one.
Okay. Like I said, 4 missions per arena, so... Many opportunities to get the hardest one in the game. We need Rudis? Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically capture the flag.
Yep. Power Scimitar, obviously. Best choice. What is the time limit on this level? Let's see.
10 minutes.
Feels like 10 minutes. So naturally, that's what it is. For you. Lock the arrows.
Say about friendly fire. Only friendly when it's not headed in your direction.
True.
Even then. Ricochets.
There she goes. She's no Superman.
Definitely no Superman. Wow, she got up fast.
Yeah. They have, like, ridiculous amounts of HP, so they always have fast get up. Until they're, like, about to die, so I can't, like, set up suplexes or anything.
Yeah, thinking about it, I've never actually... Like, I don't know if it's because I've never tried, but when I was playing it, I don't think I ever saw or did a suplex on any of the female fighters.
I am fairly certain we have done that in the recordings so far.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I could be mistaken. It's been a real long time.
Yeah. Did we ever get a good Gundam game? Depends on what kind of genre and what you define as good.
Yeah.
There are some, like some of the RPGs are fantastic. What was it? There's one on the PS2 that's an RPG. God, I can't. MS Saga, that's it. MS Saga New Dawn, which is basically the. I consider it to be the first gunplay game because you get like 80 different suits going up to turn 8 Gundam, and you can combine parts from them. So you can have like the F91 Gundam with the body of the Death Scythe Hell Custom, heavy arms, and the legs of a big Zam. It gets pretty nuts. Then you've got the G Generations games, which are, again, SD, but really fun strategy RPGs. You've got Gundam Breaker, which is a lot of fun. Very fast-paced action game. There's a lot of really good games, but they're kind of... The ones that we get in the West tend to be the more mediocre ones. And, of course, I'll always put in a good word for Super Robot Wars. Which
The one you
always
want to
has,
play is called Zone of the Enders.
Yes. Zone of the Enders 2.
Yeah, that's true. The first one,
Yeah.
kind of rough. Didn't hold up.
Think of the first one as like a 3-hour demo.
Yeah. Think of the first one as a demo for Metal Gear Solid 2, because that's why anyone ever bought it.
I mean, yeah. Like, I got it like 5 or 6 years later. The disc for Metal Gear Solid 2 was scratched to hell. The disc for Zone of the Enders was crispy.
For the odds.
Clearly, whoever had bought this, they had no intentions of playing it. But by and large, yeah, it works better as a proof of concept. Zone of the Enders 2 is the game.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. I pretty much 100%ed that one.
I remember I had both of them, but I'd never actually sat down and played them. But then people were like, I was talking to a couple of people on a message board, and they were like, why don't you play it? It's literally, you get through it in an afternoon. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll go play the first one. They're like, no, play the second. Just trust me, play the second. Did that, started at like 2, had it finished by 5.
Yeah, they don't even have very much plot in common. Like, they're sequels in the fact that they are both robot games.
Yeah, I mean, the Zone of the Enders series is weirdly fragmented because the first game is very standalone, but the second is also very standalone. You just need to know that this kid was the protagonist of the previous game.
Pretty much, yeah.
Then you've got Fist of Mars, which is basically Super Robot Wars with optional action set pieces. You've got 2 anime series, which again have very little in common with the games other than the setting, some of the designs. And, you know, technically I think at one point Police Notes was meant to be part of the series.
Boy.
Yeah.
They're all Kojima productions, so it's within the realm of possibility.
In fairness, I don't know if that was, you know, actually a thing or if it was just a joke. But a lot of his stuff, you know, likes to reference each other, so might be a joke.
Yeah. I mean, Zone of the Enders practically has a boob grab button.
That is very true, and
Yeah.
the frame designs are very feminine.
Yep. Including the literal cockpit on all of them.
Yeah.
How did we not mention that sooner?
So you can go for all the crotch grabs you want. But no one pisses themselves, so it's not a true Konami game.
Yeah.
Or true Kojima game, I should say.
Yep. Yeah, if you haven't seen the design of the robots in Zone of the Enders, just go look that up, and that might be all you need to know.
Oh, don't forget the fact that they turn by basically, like, all the suits basically turn by thrusting their hips out and pivoting. So, like, I kind of get the feeling that designs and the movement were based on a really long night at a strip club. A male strip club. Just watching the Chippendales for hours and hours.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it could be an accident.
No, it's a little too coincidental to be an accident. What are good Gundam series if you've only seen one? A lot of them are really different, so that's kind of a tricky one.
G Gundam, of course.
Yeah, that's G Gundam is the only series that exists and the only one you should watch.
It's true. That's the Super Shonen one, so obviously.
It's what genuinely is the best and probably my favorite. Zeta is very popular. The main character is absolutely insufferable.
Oh, nice. Big snatch.
You know what? You can all hear what I'm gonna say. I don't even need to do it anymore. Just fucking, I'm not a dancing monkey.
Make your own Archer references.
Yeah. Which one did G Gundam didn't like it? Oh dear.
Gundam Wing is apparently, like, much more serious, if I'm not mistaken.
Gundam Wing, yeah, it was a lot of people kind of. See, it was the first one in what was technically a new timeline. Because they've been doing everything set in the same distinct timeline for about 20 years at that point. I think it's like 97, 98 when it came out. And one of the things everyone hated was the fact that the 5 main pilots were incredibly pretty. It was a cast full of pretty boys, and you know, whenever there's any kind of change like that, people just will lose their shit.
True.
But it was really intended to be like more of a standalone series people could get into without really needing to watch 20 years worth of movies and TV shows and, you know, God knows how many manga. Which is probably why it was the first series that came over to the West. You know, easily the most accessible. So that's, if you're just looking for a show to watch, that's probably one of the easiest ones to get into. Double Zeta, Zeta and Double Zeta, as I said, good series. Double Zeta has a big shift in tone from the original, so a lot of people don't like that. Turn A Gundam is technically, chronologically, the last Gundam series, but the character designs, the artwork, the setting are all phenomenal. It's like post-apocalyptic, where humanity's just getting back to like 1800s level of technology. But there's also giant robots and there's a colony in it.
Of course.
Gundam X is another good one that never gets any attention. It's one of the more post-apocalyptic ones. Really good fun. Avoid Gundam Seed. No one likes Gundam Seed. That's all I have to say on it.
This has been the Gundam Advice Hour.
Come join me next week when people ask me about Get a Robo. Actually, Get a Robo is just like one timeline. There's not too much text about that.
We'll find a way.
Start with Get a Robo, continue through to Get a Robo arc, watch the anime, maybe not the original TV one because it's kind of old and episodic. The end. See, I actually like Recon Gusta MG, or no Me Gusta my G. The designs in it are really good. The mechs look weird, but they're kind of cool. And the main character isn't an incredibly dopey, morose fuck. Which, you know, in Gundam shows is kind of different.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Iron Blood Orphans is another good one as well. First series is really good. Second one takes a turn that people don't like. Quite a few turns, in fact. And it has music that raises your flag. Flags will be raised.
Care for that combo.
Is he looking just a scimitar?
Yeah, they went to town with the damn thing.
Make sure she's not holding the Rudis.
Now she's holding her own arm.
I was gonna say, can she even hold anything?
Yeah. She smashed her own arm to bits. Let's see. I think I want to make sure more people are dead. It's not going well so far. Let's see.
1 minute left. I don't know about J-Reko's main character not being a dopey boy. Remember, this is Gundam. We're grading on a curve.
There. Rudis.
There we go. Running, 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 running.
They all went nuts when I grabbed this thing.
Seriously, they went full Tasmanian devil.
You left the spot unguarded. There. For some reason I had to search instead of cheer.
That's weird.
It really is. But yeah, it did not appear on her person until she died. So it's a good thing we killed her. Got that silver medal.
Very close to getting the gold. I think it's like 95,000?
Yeah, I believe that is correct.
Yeah, 95. Yeah.
I didn't see what our final score was, but I'm sure everyone else did.
89,000 it was.
Ah, yeah, that is pretty close, considering. Like,
Yeah,
one decent combo
salvos.
would have made it there.
A couple more salvos, you would have gotten it.
Yeah, I wasn't even going for salvos. It didn't tell me anything about what the battle is going to be.
Oh, no, it
They
did. I think you just skipped past it, unfortunately.
Maybe. I saw so much flavor text that I just started skipping.
Yeah. Oh, no, no. This is going to be... We're going to run into a friend here.
Nice. Let's meet him. I could use a friend right now.
There's friends. There's friends with big fucking apostrophes that can be seen from space.
True.
Guess which one this is.
The latter is the only kind Agrippa has, because he's an asshole.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't have friends, just people he hasn't gotten killed yet.
Yep. He's got the cestises on.
Cestus.
Yep.
Like 8 years later, those will be featured in God of War 3.
Yep. He thinks he's in God of War now.
You will pay for what
That's what Spartan Total Warrior is, by the way. It's God of War meets Shadow of Rome.
Yeah, that's basically all I know about it.
you see
Yeah.
his hands. They will tear you apart.
It's like literally Rome fighting Greece.
Often worse than
And like demons and deities show up as well.
Speaking of dogs,
Also, big smashy hands do not rip and
she was
tear.
not too bad.
Like,
The only regret
I know you're not the sharpest tool in the shed, but would have thought self-explanatory.
I will make you pay.
Now who's barking?
Why was DC allowed to kill an innocent woman in public? It just have no consequences whatsoever.
I mean, have you not seen his super swag?
That's true.
Like, would you go up to a man dressed like that and be like, I don't think you should be killing people? No. Oh wow, it even has like the, not quite, but almost the same sound as the Nemean Cestus from God of War 3. That's kinda weird.
Yeah, because God of War 3 most assuredly was not out when this game came out. In fact, God of War 1 wasn't out when this game came out.
Yeah, it's like another year and a half or something, wasn't it?
Thereabouts, yeah. At least a full year, because I looked it up. This game came out in February of 2004. Meaning, Resident Evil 4 came out 1 month earlier.
Yeah, that still blows my mind.
Yeah, that is baffling.
Like,
And also, like, the sheer quantity of top-tier games that Capcom was putting out at this time. It's baffling.
like I don't think it's, you know, unfair or silly to say that, like, with the PS2 in particular, you can kind of draw a line of pre-Resident Evil 4, post-Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those, like, epoch games. It's like, after this, everything is different. I thought Resident Evil 4 came out in 2005. Yeah, I have a weird thing with the Resident Evil games where I keep thinking, like 4 and 5 in particular, I keep thinking the 4 came out earlier and 5 came out later.
You might have played Resident Evil 4 on one of its ports. When it initially came out for exclusively the GameCube, that was January 2004. Yeah. My copy still says only for GameCube.
Shinji Mikami will cut his head off. We have that in writing.
And to his credit, he stuck by those words. Never had to eat them.
Yep.
Just had to eat his head.
First time I've ever seen a man eat his own head, it was quite the spectacle. With as fast as he is, this kind of feels like a Devil May Cry boss in the wrong game.
Yep. Because Agrippa he's no Dante.
He's not. Yeah, he's not the fastest, and Decius is just tearing up.
Yeah, he's ridiculously fast. Oh, but we beat him, apparently.
Kill your father next. Is that what you want?
Oh, okay. I thought he was going to go with, if you kill me, you'll become just like me. And it's like, bitch, have you not seen our body count?
My heart is attached to a heart monitor, and if it drops to 0, your father's head explodes. This is Saw 3.
Says he'd like to play a game, and it's just another one of those statue smashing missions.
Yep.
Like, oh, for fuck's sake.
We learned his first and last name, but his middle name was Jigsaw.
Hello, Agrippa. Want to play a game?
The father of Rome has returned. Julius Caesar has come back to us.
What the fuck?
What? Did the Romans believe in reincarnation? I don't think so.
I feel bad for Blast Tyrant, who has been keeping track of the historical inaccuracies. I feel like this may not have historically occurred.
Okay, I am at a loss for words here. Oh, Jesus Christ.
How can that be?
Well, there we go. No crime's been committed. All is forgiven.
So now Decius and Agrippa are just going to shake hands and going to be like, sorry about the whole mother thing.
I mean, we were joking about Caesar faking his own death to plan a surprise party for Octavianus.
You stabbed him. That was not Julius Caesar. Vipsanius
Oh, it was not a
Caesar
fucking
that there
body
was an
double.
assassination conspiracy. And he had arranged for an impostor.
And Decius outed himself because he's such a fuck up.
Ew!
The assassination of Caesar was orchestrated by this man, Decius, and his group of co-conspirators.
Macanus is actually, like, smart.
Co-conspirators
Why has he not been the protagonist this whole game?
silenced
Yeah,
forever.
Why is he in this game?
He's innocent.
Why is anyone else in this game? It should have just been Macanus the whole game.
Like, he is the second most obviously dodgy motherfucker in this game.
Yeah. But he saved the day.
Father!
He saved Vipsanius.
Macanus!
Careful with that sword.
Yeah, Agrippa looked like he was about to accidentally impale his father.
There is
Swords
no
in this
doubt
game
that
have
it
a
was
nasty
Caesar.
habit of entering the bodies of people who don't want them there.
Someone dig up Shakespeare, because he's got a sequel to write.
I do not remember naming you as my successor. The main force behind Caesar's assassination conspiracy was you.
Dun dun dun.
That is absolutely ridiculous!
This has been like 12 hours of gameplay,
Chosen you.
and the entire plot has been happening behind our back.
You influenced Decius.
We couldn't uncover the slightest hint of it in all of our snooping.
Murdered, then
This is off
created
the
a counterfeit
fucking
will.
chain!
Yep, I've never seen a game do this before, and I love it.
Counterfeit emperor. We
Like,
know
this is one of those, like, there have been absolutely no
Why?
hints whatsoever that Macanus was anything other than suspicious
Why
as
was I
fuck.
not named
Yeah.
as your successor?
Da da dun, da da dun, da 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 dun, da da dun.
It's a letter from our mistress.
Yeah, we made the Jigsaw reference.
She says
It had to happen.
urgent.
Hello Zep. If you don't put Hello Zep in when these cutscenes are playing when you upload them, I'm gonna be disappointed.
It's licensed. I'll make a
Do you mean to tell
low
me
zip
not
knockoff.
Caesar's successor?
Let's do an acapella now.
Da da dun, da da dun, dun 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 dun.
Nonsense. How can that be?
I should get a kazoo. Has anyone got
I
a
am his
kazoo
right-hand
here?
man,
I'll make the tingly,
qualified to take his
loose bell sounds in the background that no one ever pays attention
Jangle some
to.
keys.
Yeah.
Find out for yourself. Yes, look at the
Yeah, and
will
we basically,
pasted at the
like, who
temple.
are these women?
Yeah, we haven't found that out yet. They have a mistress. Is Antonius their mistress? Is there more about Antonius we don't know?
It's Sextus. Sextus is her mistress. He has the hair.
But
Who is this?
they were hired by their mistress to go hire Sextus. He hired them himself to then hire him.
This is an outrage!
False flag. Shadow upon shadow. John Benet Ramsey was involved.
Just dropped a bag of money from his left hand to his right hand and said, I'm gonna go kill Octavianus now.
I will not accept this rubbish!
Here's the payment. Thank you, mysterious backer.
So, who is the true successor of Julius Caesar?
Say it. It's Octavianus.
At this point, it could be fucking Robert De Niro for all I know.
The man who shares the same air and countenance as Caesar. So much so that the people of Rome have already given him the title of Caesar.
Caesar Romero.
This man
The salad.
is the true successor of the late Julius Caesar.
He's not late. He's still there.
Seriously. I guess he's just gonna retire after this whole ridiculous plot.
Octavianus!
I fucking called it.
It's not the same if he's not wearing the onion.
That's for sure. He cannot rule without the onion.
That gives him the godly countenance of Emperor.
Sextus has really made a mess of everything for us.
Did anyone see Codename Kids Next Door? Because I swear to God, those two are the delightful children from down the lane.
Mickey's rat.
Fortunately for me, everything has gone quite smoothly, according to my plan.
Decius! Kill them! Damn it!
Machiavelli over here, Jesus
You are
Christ.
all finished! You, stay back!
Let me.
I'll finish
Also,
killing
why
the
is it-
entirety of Rome.
Also, why is Octavianus suddenly wearing better armor than Agrippa, the soldier?
Why do they make it a one-on-one again? What is this bullshit?
Like, what do you have to prove? That guy is dead one way or the other.
He did not value me!
Only you, random gladiator,
Genius!
can save Rome from being slaughtered by one guy.